Hi, my name is Deanna Lisa. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hola, welcome to the family. Please subscribe, share, comment. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back to another video. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to talk about something that's very important to me. It is a disease that I've been living with for 10 plus years of my life now, and it is a disease that really affects me every single day, and I'm kind of nervous talking about it. So if I just stutter a little bit or seem a little nervous, it is quite nerve-wracking to talk about this because I never talked about it before. It's like my first time ever publicly talking about it, so I am a little bit nervous, and it does take a lot for me to talk about this. So if I seem a little nerve-wracked or something like that, you have to just please forgive me. Look over it because this is nerve-wracking, okay? So if you want to see about this disease and what inspired me to do this video, just please continue to watch. I've been living with HS. I don't really know how to pronounce the word, so I'm just going to call it HS. If you know how to pronounce the word, then you can say it, but I don't know how to pronounce the word, so I'm just going to call it HS. Now, it's really inspired by a brown beautiful baby doll to do this video and just to talk about it and maybe inform people that have not been informed, and just let people know what this disease is, that it's out there. And if you haven't got the symptoms when I was about 13 years old, I believe I was about 12, 13 years old, I started getting symptoms. And first it was just like little boils and abscesses. It wasn't really painful or anything, but as time progressed, it did start to get more painful. The abscesses started to get bigger and start to get pulsy and things like that, to the point where I had to go to the hospital and they didn't know what it was. So I went to the doctor and they didn't know what it was. I went to a dermatologist. They prescribed me birth control because they said it was a hormonal imbalance because I suffer with that really bad. So they gave me birth control, which the birth control didn't help. So then I went back to the doctor. They just prescribed me antibiotics. They prescribed me all different types of medicine, antibiotics, birth control. None of it seemed to work. They didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what it was. I just know I was in a lot of pain, okay? So about 2 years ago, that was when the doctor really told me the name of what I had and what I can do for kind of treatment or to kind of prevent it from happening. It's incurable, but it's some things that you can do to prevent it from being so severe. And she really just showed me what I had, and it was like the first time after years and years of going to the doctor. This was the first time that they actually knew what I had, which was so surprising to me. Like, all this information out there and then y'all just finding out what I had, but I suffered with it for years. And it is a chronic skin condition that would have lumps and pulses in like your armpits and your groin, under your breast, like any place where you would sweat at. It's kind of like swollen sweat glands. Kind of what it is, like a swollen sweat gland. And the treatment is it's not really good treatment for it because it's incurable, but there are things you can do to help it, and maintaining your weight, maintaining a clean diet. I found that is really helpful when I eat really good, like no fried foods, a lot of fat, sugar. That's my favorite thing. So it's really hard for me. Like, it's so hard because it's not that I'm dieting or trying to lose weight for image. This is something that I have to do, and I suffer with it. I have a hard time. I have a really hard time because I love food. I'm a fat girl, okay, and I love food. So maintaining a healthy diet and exercising, it's really hard for me. Like, oh my goodness, like I cry sometimes. It's so hard, but it does help it a lot. And I have found that when I eat a clean diet, when I exercise, my abscesses, everything is not as bad as they would be if I would just eat burgers and fries and milkshakes and cupcakes and everything that my little heart desires. Yes. And there are days where I can't even get out the bed sometimes. Like, it's so bad to the point of where I can't move my arm. I mostly have them in my arm. I feel lumps here and there under my breast, which I had to go check for cancer, and they said it wasn't cancer. They just said that it was HS. I have it in my breast. I don't really have them in my growing area, thank God, because who got time for that? I don't really have them in my growing area. I think I might have like 1 or 2 sometimes, but I really don't have them in my growing area. It's just under my arms. It's like the only place where I really have them. And I really learned how to hide it very well. I learned how to hide it. I usually wear long hair, okay? I wear long hair and I don't wear my arms out. Like if I'm going somewhere when I know I have to move my arm up and down, or I have to participate in any physical activity, I will not be wearing my arms out. No, okay? I will not be doing that. I'm gonna show y'all my shirt. When I have a breakout, this is what my shirt would look like 9 times out of 10. Last week I had a severe breakout, very, very bad, and it was terrible. And this is what my shirt usually looks like, y'all. Yeah, if I'm having a breakout, this is what my shirt looks like. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be odor, and it's like all over my shirt. Like, this is what, it's terrible. When I have a breakout, it is horrible, okay? I usually just wear like a black shirt when I'm having like a breakout. When the abscess come to a head and it busts and pus come out, I usually just wear a black shirt because I found that a black shirt will help the blood stains and the pus stains and things like that. Just wear a black shirt. It causes me to be depressed sometimes because I can't wear what I want to wear. I can't just really be physical like I really want to be. It's like all the judgment. I remember one time where I was going to the doctor. I was getting a physical for a job. It requires you to take a physical exam and pass the physical exam. You got to go to the doctor, check for STDs, your health problems, things like that. And I told her about my HS skin disease, and she didn't let me pass my physical. She failed my physical. And I explained to her, like, you know, this is not contagious. This is not contagious. This is not, you know, something that people can touch and be like, oh my goodness, you got this, you got germs now. You got the cooties now. It's not that. It's not the cooties. Like, you can touch it and you get it. It's just something that some people have, some people don't have. And like, was telling her, like, it's just something that's under my arms, basically, under my breast, that comes and goes. And she acted like I had AIDS or something. Like, I was dying. Like, I need to see the doctor. And I told her, I've been to the doctor several times. I've been to the hospital several times. I've been to the dermatologist several times, and they always tell me the same thing. I always get the same results. So what's different about today than yesterday? You know, like, it's nothing I can do about it. I'm wearing the shirt, but she acted like I had herpes on my mouth and I was just gonna go around and just kiss. It was just terrible. I felt really depressed for a little minute. I'm not gonna lie. I felt really depressed. And I feel like people look at me and, you know, raise my arm or something like that, people look at me, I guess they think I got herpes or something. I'm like, okay, it's just like abscesses, like, it's just like little bumps, and people just go crazy. I feel really disgusted sometimes, and it does make me depressed, and I do eat a lot because I'm depressed. But I've learned to kind of deal with it now. I'm at the point of my life where I can talk about these things, and I can, you know, really publicly speak about it. I can speak about it and try to inform other people. Now I feel like I'm comfortable with it now. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm comfortable with it, but I've learned to live with it. It's like it is what it is, because I look online and I see people's condition, which is 10 times worse than mine. So I try not to complain. You know, when I see it, I'm like, okay, this is what I just have to deal with. This is what I have to live with. But I try not to complain, because I see these people and their condition is like 50,000 times worse than mine. I feel like mine is like baby condition compared to what they have. Like, their condition is just like terrible. They have it on their butt, they have it on their groin, and in their private area, they have it on the back of their ear. It's really, if y'all have time, y'all need to go look at it, because it is crazy. It's so much. I know, and I almost started crying because I can imagine like the pain that these people go through, because it is so painful to have it on your groin, to have it on your buttocks. I was just like, oh my goodness, thank you God, I don't have it as bad. Woo! I feel so much better, okay? I feel like 1,000 times better. I know this video is like kind of all over the place a little bit, but it's like so much that I want to say. I have to stuff it into this little video, so I'm going to try to get all the information that I can into this video. But if you know someone who is suffering with these symptoms, if you know someone who's maybe going through this, there are support online. They have groups online. I'm going to try to leave it in the description box below. There's a phone number, and there's also different websites you can get on, and they have a support system and things like that. I never went to the support system or anything like that, because I just learned how to deal with it. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just deal with it. I'm not gonna take care of them. I don't shave. In the winter time, I don't use any deodorant. I would just get some apple cider vinegar or some alcohol or something like that, and I just kind of clean under my arms. In the winter time, I do use deodorant because I do get sweaty, and ain't nobody got time to be musty like that, okay? So I gotta put some deodorant in the summertime. It's just way too hot, okay? In the winter time, I don't sweat like that, so I don't have to use deodorant. But in the summertime, I definitely do. And they do have a odor, so you definitely have to learn how to wash and how to work with your body, okay? Because they do have a odor, especially when they bust and pus and stuff start coming out. It's really disgusting and it's really stinking. So I usually just get like a panty liner and put it under my clothes and wear it like that. That really helps. I have some cream that I bought from Walgreens, and I forgot to bring it here, but I put it in the description box, the kind of cream that I use on them, and they just help with the pain, they help with the odor, and it's really, really good. I got it from Walgreens. It's like a boilies type ointment, and it is a lifesaver, you guys. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I would do without that cream. I put it on and it works wonders. I'm so good. My mom bought it somewhere and I really like it. I really, really love that stuff, because I be suffering, y'all. I really be suffering, but I've learned how to push through. I've learned how to deal with HS, and I learned how to take care of myself. And this is what you have to do, you know, no matter how depressed I get, no matter how much pain I'm in, no matter how much suffering, I learned how to deal. And it's just it. I just learned how to take care of myself. You know, I feel like I can't afford to feel sorry for myself. Like, no matter what, how much pain I'm in, no matter what I'm going through, I can't afford to feel sorry for myself, because life doesn't feel sorry for me. Life is going to continue to go on, so I have to continue to go on. Now that's on my deathbed and I just can't move. Then I learned how to push through. I learned how to deal with whatever situation that I'm in. If I got any kind of sickness, health, mental health, physical health, I learned how to push through. And that's what you have to do. You know, you got to put your big girl panties on. You got to take care of yourself, and you got to push through. and I don't worry about what people have to say. I just learn how to take care of myself. People think it might be disgusting. Some people might find it informative. You know, all of this besides the point to me. You know, I really don't pay attention to what people have to say anymore. Like, I go out naked if I wanted to. You know, I've learned how to love my body, and I've learned how to just deal with whatever God give me. I just deal with it. And you know, you have to do the same. You have to just deal with it. And if you don't know how to deal with it, there's information out there on the online, at the doctor's office. It's information for this type of skin disease. And I really do hope you find this video helpful, and I really do hope if you're suffering from HS that you go and get help and you gather all the information that you can, and you just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself, okay? You only get one body and you get one life, so just take care of yourself. And don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. I was embarrassed. You don't have to be embarrassed. You know, it's just everyone has something that they have to deal with, and unfortunately this is just something that, you know, you have to deal with. So be beautiful, be happy, and just live your life. Thanks for watching this video.